Kom ons probeer weer. Let's try again. Take two. I don't know what happened. It's not load shedding. It just died. I don't know. From my side, it just went blank. Okay, sonder om enige tyd op te neem, let me start. Welcome to the United Independent Movement page. My name is Fatima Abdool, and I am the VP of this beautiful, wonderful party that is growing in leaps and bounds. I am so excited. The past few weekends, we have been launching our little campaign teams, introducing the campaign coordinators, and just mobilizing our people. You will not see a lot of, noise and so on because, ons werk bietjie baie strategies hierso, sien jy? So ons wil nie, we don't always want the enemy to watch because we know the enemy is also watching us, yeah? Someone in Ekurhuleni told Lavelle this morning, in what, let me say, the councillor, the ward councillor of Ward 17, called the United Independent Movement a non-entity. That's nou nie oulik nie, ja? A non-entity, fooi tog. Jy sal jouself vasloop, meneer. Hierdie non-entity is besig om so groot te groei, you will walk yourself fastened. Okay, so dit is hoe 'n hele paar sogenaamde politikusse the United Independent Movement seen as a non-entity. So much so that we are three councils. We are present in 3 councils. We were actually robbed of 1, but okay, that's fine. Don't underestimate small beginnings. When I saw this party leader a few years ago on Facebook, I thought, okay, what is this all about? And right now, I am so proud to be part of this so-called non-entity. Well, sir, you that is part of a huge entity is maar baie useless. Ne? Baie useless. Want ek kry klagtes. Ek is in City of Joburg. Jy sit in Ekurhuleni, jy is so 'n busy entity dat die klagtes na hierdie non-entity toe kom. En raai wat? Hierdie non-entity maak 'n verskil. So, laat ek nie nou begin met 'n bekleierery nie. Ek wil net graag die volgende inligting vir julle gee sodat julle in aanraking kan kom met hierdie mense van hierdie groeiende entiteit. If you would like to become part of our support groups, we have support groups all over South Africa. This non-entity has got support groups in all the provinces. Okay? But now we can't give you the numbers of all the provinces because dit julle gaan deur mekaar raak, né? So that's een nommer wat ons vir u gaan gee. We will give you one number and that person will direct you to your respective groups. Yes, please click share, love, share to all the people that would like to become part of this growing entity. The lady's name is Diane Rogers, and her number, when I'm done here, I will post all the numbers that I'm giving you right now, but as jy vinnig is, dan kan jy dit gou neerskryf. Haar naam is Diane en haar nommer is 076 4822 426. Her number is 0674 4822 426. That is if you would like to be added on a support group on your in your province, so that you can be more involved and also find out what is going on in the UIM and so on and so on. She's also the person you can contact if you would like to order your UIM regalia. She is on Jetline, so net haar nommer weer eens 076 4822426. Okay. Dan in Tshwane. Ons het ons groep al begin, ons campaign group. We've launched them and they've actually started campaigning in Tshwane, in Waverley, and the coordinator there is Yusuf Young. Okay? Yusuf Young is the coordinator of Tshwane. Met ander woorde, dit is nou die groep wat, dis nou nie op jou Gauteng groepie, dis net die Tshwane groep, dis mense wat al reeds lede is van die UIM, en hulle gaan uit en hulle is besig om die nuus van hierdie groeiende entiteit met mense te deel. Sy nommer is 0738745278. Okay? Jy wil deel raak van die span wat uitgaan en werk. Zenda, sy is die coördineerder in Johannesburg, meer Johannesburg Noord en Sentraal, en haar nommer is 066-256-8602. Okay, dit is in Johannesburg. En dan in Ekurhuleni, waar hier die fantasmagoriese ward councillor is in ward 17, wat vir ons 'n non-entity noem. Die wat slim is, sal nou gou gaan kyk wie is hierdie councillor, dan gaan jy sien wie dit is. Ek gaan nou nie sy naam noem nie, sien jy, want ek gaan nie vir hom airtime gee op ons blad nie. Right. Maar as jy wil deel raak van die Ekurhuleni span, if you'd like to be part of the Ekurhuleni team that will be working their butts off to get the UIM name out there, his name is Garth, and his number is 067-8838-911. Okay. Then we are, this weekend, on Sunday, we will be launching the West Rand team. Dis nou net in Gautengeling waarvan ek praat. In die ander provinsies is hulle ook besig om hulle spanne by mekaar te maak. Ons sal al die inligting vir julle op een post sit, sodat mense kan weet waartoe hulle moet gaan en met wie hulle moet kontak maak, ensovoorts, ensovoorts. Maar Albert, dis nog nie offisieel nie, maar ons weet, Albert gaan ons coördineerder wees. Sy nommer is 082-666-7029. As jy in die Wesrand is, kontak vir Albert, laat ek gaan Sondag saam met Albert hulle kuier. So dit sal goed wees om, it will be very good to meet you. If you can join them on Sunday, we will let you know where the gathering is going to be, or contact Albert and we will add you on our group. So, last week was very, very exciting because I went to sign off the electoral maps. Right? All the demarcations where the electoral stations will be, where the tents will be put up, the schools that will be used, the churches that will be used. And I checked the demarcations specifically in city of Joburg. There are some places where it's really not the constituency of the UIM. You will be very foolish to go and campaign in a place that has their strongholds already. However, there are places where we can see, hierso is there's a nice playing field where the UIM can have their entity grow even bigger. So we will be going there here in Gauteng. Now we will get information from our president. By the way, he sends his regards. He still loves you. It is well with him. He is healthy. Vir almal wat so vir my boodskappe stuur, hoe gaan dit met Neil? Ons is bekommerd. Maar nie bekommerd is oor Neil nie. Neil is fine. Ons het vir Neil deurgebid. Die Here het vir Neil deurgedra. Die Here is ons skepper. Niks sal ons ontbreek nie. Hy is 100% perfect. Okay? So yeah, we will hear from him about the Western Cape, where and who and what and whatever, and then in KZN, and then and in the Free State. Did you guys see what's happening in the Free State? Kobus hulle is baie besig daarso om ook die naam van die UIM uit te dra. So, as we were doing what we were doing, it just dawned on me. It just dawned on me. That must be a thought that is from God. Ek het nog nie eens begin praat oor my topic waaroor ek wil praat nie. Maar hier's net goed wat ek gou met julle moet deel. We will do things different because we are a different party. Ons is nie so, by the way, daar's baie parties wat by ons afkyk nou. Hulle kan dan copycat. Hy julle kry nie eens skaam nie. Shame. My president doen sy sauna. Die volgende week praat julle ook sommer dieselfde ding van julle gaan foreigners wegjaag en julle gaan education ensovoorts. Nee, jene, doen julle eie goeders, hou op afkyk by die UIM, hierdie small entity. Anyway, so guys, it is so important that we stay focused in what our walk is. I'm going to ask the following of you. Ek verstaan ons is mense van verskillende gelowe en verskillende agtergronde ensovoorts. However, die UIM se grondslagbasis is liefde. Liefde en aanvaarding van almal. En maak nie saak wat jou agtergrond, jou geloof, jou kultuur en al daai goeders is nie, want ons is 'n politieke party. You understand? So, but we have to say, we have to add the following. The grondslag, the basis, the foundation of the UIM is founded in the Holy Bible, which means that we will not discriminate against anyone. We will love everyone, because that is what the Bible is actually all about. It is a love letter. I would like to encourage you, my friends, my brothers and sisters, that we should focus more on living love and letting love grow amongst us. It was so nice for me to be with my people on Sunday, just having fellowship and talking about the UIM, getting information. But die lekker kom ons altyd agterna wanneer ons informeel met mekaar gesels. Lekker mixed group, different backgrounds and so on, and that also helps us to understand and build a stronger and united, independent party movement. When we go out, I need for you to do the following. Jy wat by die huis sit, wat voel jy het niks om te doen nie. Jy het so baie om te doen. You need to go out. I'm encouraging you to please go out in your territory, in your area where you live. I need you to go out and put up an altar for God in your area. How do you do that? You go out, you pick a spot, you stand there, you pray, and you claim, you tell the principalities out there that this piece of property or this piece of land or this piece of wherever you are standing, you claim that place for God. You claim that place for the UIM. So we need you to do some spiritual warfare first, to break down the principalities. And then the teams will come in and do their part. So dis wat ons gaan doen. Julle gaan UIM mense kry wat staan en bid in circles. Nie om af te show nie, but we are just claiming back the territory, because you all know by now that this place is infested. This country is infested by witchcraft, by evil. Remember I spoke earlier about love. We can love the human beings, but we can never love the wrong. We can never love the evil that they stand for. Okay? So, ons moet die principalities eers afbreek, because those principalities are causing a lot of confusion amongst us as family, even within the UIM. There's sometimes a bit of strife, a bit of confusion, and so on, because those principalities are busy working. Because this so-called non-entity is growing. It is a relevant entity, and it is a threat to all these huge parties. So, gaan uit, claim the demarcations, put up the altars if you have to, as jy moet nagmaal daar neem, man, dis nou die tyd vir mal geloof. Now it's the time for crazy faith. Do it with a group of people, and I'm that type of person. I don't even need to do it with someone. I can do it on my own. Stand on a corner, have Holy Communion there, and say, I claim this territory for God. Do it. So that the UIM can go in there. Then, the fact that I want to talk about, I just want to read something to you. Nou daarby kom. One minute, please. Okay, the following subjects has to do with community, has to do with our constituency, has to do with our fellow South Africans, has to do with human beings. Stuff like abused women and children, domestic violence, agricultural and food gardens, animal welfare, human development, children and educate, disabilities, drug and alcohol abuse, education, elderly and aging help, environmental and green farm workers, HIV, housing, shelter, nutrition, population health, prisoner rehabilitation, refugees and migrants, skills development and empowerment, sustainable and economic development, unemployment, etc., etc., etc. Now, some of those words you can identify with. You're like, okay, I am part of that. I am part of that. Then there's the other things like, for instance, energy, food, water, and all of that. Okay? Last 2 weeks ago, I was part of Africa, Something for Africa, with Daryl Hardy, who designed or who is busy helping people to create daylight in their very dark mkukus. Did you know it's very, very dark in those huts? And I sink is donker. So they designed something that is very cheap, very cost effective, with a 2-liter water bottle and water, trapping the light, the sunshine from outside and making light inside. Those are the things that, small things that people need, and it can be rolled. It is being rolled out all over. There's people in the UIM that is now collecting. Louisela is besig om 2-liter bottles by mekaar te maak vir die valles. Why am I mentioning this? Daryl's company, or Daryl's organization, is an NPO, a non-profit organization. There is an absolute link, tight link, between community development and politics. You can't even separate the two from one another. Because your NPOs, or your community-based organizations, are the hands and feet in the community. Want hoekom is daar politics? Who are we governing, or who is government supposed to govern? Who are they governing? Who are they making decisions? On behalf of whom are they making decisions? On behalf of communities. So government sits there in parliament, and they discuss things that is supposed to be beneficial. We all know in South Africa that is not currently happening. They are discussing things that is beneficial for them, mostly. I do recognize that there are a few politicians, for instance, Reverend Kenneth Meshu, who really stands up, sometimes man alone, against all the atrocities that's happening in our country, speaking against it. I wish my president, Neil de Beer, was already in parliament, because then there at least would have been 2 people standing for the truth, but we will get there. You will vote us in and we will go to parliament next year. Anyway, so government makes decisions which is supposed to be beneficial for the community. But government does not have the manpower or even the infrastructure, or it is not like that government can actually roll it out. So government needs NPOs to do it. All of the entities that you are hearing about at the moment that are addressing certain things in our community, they are community-based organizations. They are NPOs. Right now, I am looking for a social worker. Nisha and I are still helping that young child and her mother to be reunited. But it's taking a while and it's taking it's a long story. We need a social worker to help us, to help them, because my knowledge is limited, as well as Nisha's. Nisha's is more specialized in another direction, more legally. But we need a social worker's input. Now, where would we knock on? We have to knock on an NPO's door. We have to knock on organizations that works with things like this. A child is being prevented from going to school because the parents move from the one place to the other, and the school, the education system feels no, she must go to there where she used to live. She can't come here. I need to say the following as well. A political party is not a community-based organization. A political party is a political party. But a political party needs to work with NPOs, because most of the things that I get done and that a lot of you gets done is through community development organizations, NPOs. So ons kan nooit die twee van mekaar afskei nie. Dit gaan hand aan hand. Government has the financial muscle, they've got the governance muscle, they've got the policy muscle, they've got the all those governance type of input and empowerment to help NPOs, to help non-profit organizations. Okay? I'll tell you just now when we start our road trip. Very soon, as soon as next month. And you distract my now, man. Dat ek wil gou my punt maak hierso. So, I want you as UIM members, start your NPOs so that we can address problems, address situations, address challenges within our communities. Because dit help nie ons fokus net daar op politiek. Nee. Dit moet deursypel. It must go to the people. It needs to go to the people. And where are the people? The people are in the communities. The communities work with NPOs that focuses on different things. Abused women, children, all of those things. Okay? That's all I wanted to say about community development as well as politics. They go hand in hand. I just wanted to read something here again for you about all of that. It's just different definitions of who does what. Community development encompasses issues related to neighborhood planning, citizen participation, grassroots organizing, housing, economic development, social welfare, public safety, health, education, recreation, and the environment, as well as community life. Those small little NPOs that start in communities, they later on become huge because they become a great help for government. They become a great help. So all we can do right now as the UIM, we can refer you to NPOs because we are not an NPO. We will try our best. There are people, we have got a social services department in the UI, not a department, but just a few people that are doing their best to help people. But the best that we can do at the moment is refer you to NPOs, to community-based organizations, and so on. Yes, I see the comment there that pensioners are really struggling. I know they are struggling. I can see it for myself. And it's because government has not made pensioners priority. Instead, they've actually stolen a lot of the pensioners' money. But I'm not going to talk about that right now. So in the UIM, we have got members and supporters. Members are people who have gone either online or they have contacted Marlizay. Laat ek gou Marlizay se nommer gee. Waar is dit nou? Marlizay se nommer is 0645079389. You are a member if you have contacted Marlizay and you have filled in a form with all your particulars and you have signed like a code of conduct and so on, you are considered a member. Membership has got different price categories, 30 Rand, 150 Rand, and 300 Rand a month. Okay? So, the owners lay op julle. But I also know that we have senior citizens, pensioners, who do not have the means to pay a monthly fee. For them, the monthly fees is zero. Okay? It is a free membership for our senior citizens as well as our youth, because they don't have income in, you see. And then we have something called supporters. Now, I need your input in terms of being a supporter and a member. What is the difference? A supporter is someone who is just supporting the UIM but does not pay any fees towards the UIM. Now I need you to tell me what is the difference between a supporter and a member, because both have the interest of the UIM at heart. Okay? So, as I mentioned before, there are regalia, memorabilia, or whatever you may call it. Branding is the word of the UIM. For the supporters of the UIM to buy their stuff there over at Jetline. It is an online store, etc., etc. I will just find out what a supporter should do. Okay, because a supporter does not have the same jurisdiction, the same rules or whatever in terms of those things. Okay, so please assist us by doing the following: going out, claiming the territory for Christ, claiming the territory for the UIM, and also participate by joining a support group, and also buy your regalia online if you're a member. And what else did I leave out? Yeah, just pray. Just continue to pray for the UIM. Kan ons weer die sel kry om aan te sluit asseblief, want ek wil aansluit. Wie's daai wat so oulik is? Laat ons gou kyk hier. So dis ek het nou die naam verloor. Ekskuus. Liggenoot. Sorry julle, ek kan nie lekker sien nie man. Die ding wys nie al die ek wil dit sien. Oh. Drika Blignot. Drika, die nommer om aan te sluit is 0645079389. Dis Marlizay. Jy kan net vir haar WhatsApp stuur en vir sê, my naam is Drika, ek woon in waar ook al. Ek wil asseblief aansluit. Sy gaan vir jou sê wat jy moet doen. En dan is jy deel van ons. Kyk. So, dis al van my kant af. Fluit, my storie is uit. Julle moet gesond bly asseblief. Bly weg van slegte mense en slegte mans en sterk drank en alles wat ongesond is vir jou. Supporters can also purchase branding and clothing. Okay, cool. Ek kan nie sien van wie afkom dit nie. Nou is dit nou alles weg. Okay. Julle moet 'n fantasmagoriese dag hê. God bless you.